Hey, what's up guys? Rick from Save The Panduhs here. We're back at Angelus today. Today we're going to be painting on a new surface. We're painting on a leather jacket and we're going to go with a 50s rock and roll theme. Alright, for the first step we're going to use the Deglazer to prep the surface. So we use this so it could take off the factory clear coat and it'll help the paint adhere to the surface much easier. For the next step we're going to start sketching out our theme. We already mixed our paint marker with the flat white. We mixed half and half with the too thin. You don't have to use a paint marker. You could also use the brush and just sketch it out there. I prefer to sketch everything on there before I paint. If you don't have an Angelus paint marker, you could use any regular white marker or any light color marker just to lay everything on there. It makes everything much easier. So now we're gonna start laying down the paint. All right, so we're gonna start with the flat white and we're gonna start painting the character. As always, we're gonna go with thin, even coats. Okay, now that we gave it 3 coats, we're gonna move on to the next color. Now we're gonna move on to the light gray. So now we're gonna move on with the fire red. So our cameraman Greg came up with a really good idea and he thought that we should leave the original color that the jacket came in for the jacket on Angie. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna clean up all the sketch marks on there and keep it as original as we can. All right, and now we're gonna move on to the next step and we're gonna work on the sky gradient. We're gonna be using violet and hot pink. So the violet required a few coats. Now we're gonna move on to the hot pink. So for this theme, we're painting Angie, the Angelus mascot. And we went with the 50s, 60s rock and roll theme. So we have them rocking out here in front of a diner. Have a classic car back here as well. I thought that went really good with the whole leather jacket theme. And this guy is actually gonna be on display at DesignerCon. So we're gonna be there November 16 to the 18th, and that's gonna be in Anaheim. You guys definitely don't wanna miss that. So stay tuned for more info. All right, now that we have the sky all painted in, now we're gonna move on to the pearlescent silver. All right, so we're almost done. Now we're just gonna add some highlights, some shadows. All right, we're gonna try a new technique. We're gonna use high gloss and we're gonna apply that over the car so it could give it a nice shiny look. So the finisher is optional. We're just trying it out to give it some contrast and give it that high gloss look. over everything else painted here. We're also going to apply it to his jacket. That way we can make it pop a little bit more. Alright guys, so we're all done. So for this jacket, the most important part is the prep work. So we use this to take off the original finish that it came with, and we applied the paint. The paint goes right over it, and the paint is water resistant. It is flexible. You could wear it. It's not gonna wash off. It's not gonna come off with water. So after I applied the paint, I did try the high gloss, only on certain areas. I tried it over the car, and I used it on parts of the jacket on Angie. And it is optional, you don't have to use it. It's still protected, but we use that for contrast, and we use that to show some high gloss areas where needed. Thank you, Angelus, for having us again and letting us work on this fun project. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.